Yo guys, what is going on? It is your guy Nick from Run the Foot Market here. Today, boys, I'm bringing you guys a brand new video. We're going to be discussing things to be buying in the market crash. I know it's like a little early, right? I know it's a little early, and what do I mean by buying in the market crash? Really quickly, it's not a great intro, but like buying on Black Friday. Like, what will I be buying when everything comes out on Black Friday? And if you guys don't know already, what happens on Black Friday is they do all these lightning rounds. They do 100K lightning rounds, where they set a certain amount of packs available with 50K packs, 100K packs, 125K packs. So the market basically gets destroyed in the gold and the consumable area of things. It basically gets killed. And then on Monday, they do a Cyber Monday where they do another set, I think, of lightning rounds and stuff like that. It's a little bit less, and I think less people do it because they ran out of money from Friday. And I know on Friday, they do 2 sets. I think they do 2 full sets because they do one for America and they do one for Europe. So a lot of things go down on Friday, and that's what I want to tell you guys when I will be buying on that Friday, which is going to be in about 10 days, 8 days. And you guys will know exactly what I'm looking at. And I'll give you the lowdown I'll give you the lowdown and the deets of everything. So if you guys did enjoy this video, after you end up watching it, make sure you guys throw the like. And if you're new on this channel, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. It helps me a lot. So let's get into it, guys. What am I looking at on that Friday? And really what I am looking at is players like Bakayoko, who are just going to be packed a lot, but are in everybody's team. You got to think like, what, and if you play the weekend league, what are you playing against every weekend? That's what you need to look into. Bakayoko, I think, was like 7K the other day in the panic, and he's back up to 11. So listen, inevitably he's going to be packed a literally ton. He's going to be packed a ton during those packs. He's a player you want to look at. When would I buy him? I would probably buy on the last lightning round of either America or Europe. Make a choice, whatever one you're going to buy. You know, because there's going to be 2 before that are usually like 50K, 100K, and then they do 125K is the last one. And that's when you want to buy. That's probably when I will buy. And how will I buy? I will buy probably open bid, and I will also sit there and you can snipe. So maybe you let the lightning round start a little bit. You let 50. If they say on the last one they release, you know, 10,000 ultimate packs, which are 125K packs. Maybe you let 5,000, 6,000 get opened, and then you sit there with your sniper, and you start doing this, right? So maybe you find a price that you want them at, and you start doing that. And otherwise, I would hit open bids. I would completely just go in on open bids. That's the real way to go. Let them get onto the market, and then after maybe 2 or 3 lightning rounds have happened, you go in on open bid and you start doing your magic. I'm telling you, you guys could get deals like, if Bakayoko's selling at 7K, you could get one for 2.2K. So many people, like, there's so many cards on the market, and not everyone gets bought up by traders and investors. So open bids are a really good way about going about it. So Bakayoko is one player I will be looking at. I'll also be looking at Mr. Sun. Mr. Sun is a totally good call in my book. He's about 5.5K right now. He's an OP player that people will be using from the Prem. If he goes to like 1, 2, 3K, that's where I'm going to look for him specifically. So he's one player I will be looking at as well. I'm going to be looking at Eric Bailly. You guys see the trend here. It's all players that I see in teams all the time that are overpowered. Eric Bailly is another one I'll be looking at to get on open bid. Gold cards are for these kind of gold cards for me, this area of time is the buy time. You're buying on Black Friday during the lightning rounds on open bid. He's one I will totally be looking at. And then also you want to look at players, in my opinion, like outside backs in the Prem. I would look at Kyle Walker. His gold card's going to be one that I'm definitely going to look into. I would look at like Gold Azpilicueta. He's another one that's a big one I would definitely look into buying. Gold David Luiz, Gold Azpilicueta, Gold De Gea. That's something that's interesting for me. If he gets panic sold in the hype kind of the week before a little bit more, like if he goes like 150, 160, I will buy it then. Otherwise, I will probably end up buying it when he gets packed a lot during this market crash. So I will try to get him on open bid. Let's think. So besides the Premier League, I'm going to also look into other leagues. I want to look into the Serie A. You want to look at players like Koulibaly, his gold card, specifically Manolis. Manolis is one I will totally be looking at. He's one that always recovers really nicely. He's already 4K. So if he goes to like 2 or 2.5, that's a really good look. I would look at Florenzi, who links with him. Florenzi is a really good look. And let's talk about something really quick. So besides these, and guys, notice I'm not pointing out like Ramos in the big boys. Those big boys, I don't know if I'm going to be buying those on the Black Friday. I might buy them before if they're panic sold a lot in the thought of that they're going to go down on Black Friday, but really people just panic sold them before and they actually don't go down as much. But let's talk about another thing that I will be totally looking at, and that is 84 rated. You guys, during this market crash, you want to be going in on 84 rated as much as you can, because they're very important. They're needed for SBCs, prime icons, all that. 84s, 85s, 86s. Find the cheapest one you can in their given rating and go mass bid. Gleek, Subasic. People like these cards take such hits when promos are out. Promo packs. So like when there's crazy lightning rounds, these are certain players that you want to be looking at. And then when they end, man, oh man, especially if they're required. Listen, they naturally go up after promos. Everything of these low, kind of like low 10, 25, 30, 40k golds, they go up automatically when lightning rounds are over because they just get plummeted. I'm telling you, their supply is crazy on the market. They go down so naturally, and they will naturally just rise after the lightning rounds end. So that's another area of kind of players I would look at, like 84s, even 83s. Like 83s usually go for under a K on open bid, like 750. You could probably get them for discard during this Black Friday date. I would get 83s, stack them up in your club. Also, whatever the team of the week is during that week of Black Friday, team of the week 10, make sure if there's any 83, 84 rated informs, go buy them during lightning rounds on open bid. I'm telling you right now, they're huge, especially because we need to get a team of the week SBC at some point, and we're waiting. But listen, it's almost, we're gonna be at team of the week 10 soon, and that's when they did the first one last year. So maybe that's when it could be coming. Also, they're great for icon SBCs. Getting like 83, 84 rated informs, if you can get them for 16, 15, 14, 17k during Black Friday, oh, it's golden. I'm telling you, you are golden. You're golden, golden, golden. Let's also look at something really quick. And consumables, I know people say it's boring. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you should be buying so many hunters and so many shadows. I'm telling you, these things get packed left, right, and center during a market crash and a promo lightning round like that's going to happen on that Friday, Black Friday. You're gonna want to go broke on hunters and shadows, guys. It's the most guaranteed investment that I ever invest in. It literally, every time I invest in these hunters and shadow cards, you wait for them to go down a K or two. Right? Shadows ideally like 3k, 2.5. Hunters, same thing, like 2.5, 3k. Give it a week after and they go back up to 4.5, 5k. Literally just give it a week. And the thing that I love about shadows and hunters, and I'm not going to be doing squad fitness, none of that. Just shadows and hunters, the best thing and the beauty about it is that they can have an unlimited amount in your club. You don't have to put them in your trade pile. There's no duplicates. You can literally go buy 300 of them during this market crash. If you think the price is just cheap at 2k for hunters, you can buy 300 and just store it in your club, and you still got all the transfer spaces you need for actual players. I'm telling you, that is such a look. Also, besides the hunters and the shadows, you should be totally looking into the Hawk cards. Hawks are crazy good. Hawks this year have a lot of importance on them too, because physical is something that's needed more as a stat, and I've been seeing a ton of people using Hawks over hunters compared to last year. Not over them, but maybe as a supplementally to the hunter card. So that's another thing I would totally watch out on. Stay when you're looking at players to buy during the market crash. Please stay in the kind of like Serie A, La Liga, and Barclays Premier League kind of realm of leagues. Don't really drift off into open mass bidding with other kinds of players. In my opinion, that's the best way to go, because they will recover the quickest, because people are buying them for teams and they just have more demand than any other league. So those three leagues are leagues like that you really want to be going in on during Black Friday, and go get those golds. Seriously, the Bakayoko's, all those guys. If Renato Sanchez goes to discard, for the low budget guys, 750 coins for him, you can flip him for a K1/2 a week later, even a few days later. So just keep your eye on that, guys. I hope this video kind of like prepares you guys. This video was meant to kind of prepare you guys and get your guys' minds thinking about, what am I going to buy on Black Friday? Like, you guys, when those lightning rounds are out, you got to know what you're going to go buy. You can't just sit there and say, hey, maybe I'll check him out. You got to know what he was before the promos, and then you got to know what you're going for him at that given time is. and then you got to go. You got to have a planned group of players that you're going to go after, whether it's a piece of paper, you got a Google Sheet, or you got, I don't know, a concept squad. Make sure you know what you're going in to buy. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys throw the like. I do appreciate you guys watching this so much. I hope this prepares you guys. This will be in about like 7 or 8 days from now. So listen, I'm going to have you guys covered. You guys will be great. You guys will be golden. You guys will be killing it, making a lot of coins like we always do on this channel. Really appreciate you guys watching. Again, subscribe if you're new, like the video if you enjoyed, and I'm out. Peace.